Myanmar's anti-coup protesters are stepping up nationwide rallies, even as troops are deployed to contain them. Rubber bullets, tear gas and water cannon have been used against protesters. Today's crowds are out in defiance of more violent efforts by the military to bring resistance to heel as more people join the demonstrations.
Anti-coup protesters showing no signs of backing down in Myanmar. They've returned to the streets with their biggest demonstrations yet, and now with a new tactic. Protesters in Yangon parked their vehicles in the middle of the road in an attempt to stop security forces from moving around to break up demonstrations. Protests over the past 2 days had been noticeably smaller due to troops deployed around Yangon over the weekend. But social media platforms were flooded with calls for a show of force just hours before the military imposed a third straight overnight internet blackout. It had justified its power seizure by alleging widespread voter fraud in the November elections. In the capital, Naypyidaw, civil servants are the latest to stand alongside teachers and nurses to support the civil disobedience movement. Thousands marched down the streets, chanting for the release of Aung San Suu Kyi and President Win Myint, including private bank employees and engineers. A similar scenario over in the second largest city of Mandalay, where protesters avoided confrontation with security forces. All this comes a day after authorities filed a second charge against Ms. Suu Kyi. She is being charged for allegedly violating COVID-19 restrictions under the country's natural disaster law. Her next court hearing is set for the 1st of March.